Alright, Zbrush is sleeping. Hang on, let me just prod it a few times. What the? Get out of here! Oh wait, no, I know what that is. That's the talking head, half of my head talking thing. Yeah, okay, you're good. This is Zbrush. That is a Zbrush pop-up. Pay no mind to that. Is Zbrush. It's been used to create countless movies, games, and sculptures over the course of all of existence. It has been around for a while and isn't going anywhere anytime soon. In this lesson, I'm going to show you what Zbrush is all about. Okay, so you're probably thinking, what is anything? Well, let me show you how I see the program. Ding. Yeah, check that out. All these things can be labeled and identified. We'll start from the left and work our way over. Okay, these right here are your best friends in the entire program. This is brush, stroke, alpha, material, texture, and color. These act as the main controllers when working on a project in ZBrush. This right here is known as the ribbon. It's got a collection of options that are neatly categorized in alphabetical order. This is handy for finding what you need rather quickly. Here's where we find the projection master, LIGHTBox, and quick sketch, as well as edit and draw modes. We can come back to these later and explain them in greater detail. Next we have move, scale, and rotate. Much like other programs, transpose options are usually grouped together due to their tandem nature. Luckily, ZBrush knows this and accommodates us. These right here are the mRGB, RGB, and M buttons. They mean material color or color material. It's a little weirdly backwards. When working in ZBrush, you have the option to modify color and material information separately or together, depending on the job at hand. Right here is RGB intensity, Z intensity, focal shift, and draw size. These four settings work together to give artists specific sculpting applicators, allowing a lot of options for look development. Over here we have our viewing options. They're as follows: BPR, SPix, which is just a BPR slider, scroll, zoom, actual, half, persp, floor, local, left symmetrical, dimensions, frame, move, scale, rotate, polyframe, transpose, ghost, solo, and expose. Now I know that may seem like a lot, but don't worry, we're going to go over all of these individually just so you get an idea of what they do. Now up here on the top right we have our procedural buttons that include quick save, see-through, and a few other common actions you're probably familiar with already. On the far right we have palettes and subpalettes. This is the main area that you'll find for tools concerning specific parts of a project known as subtools. More on this later. And then we have the last two here, which is the cursor as well as the shelf. Shelf just has my favorite brushes, cursor, well, you probably know. But that's what it looks like in this program. So that's pretty much everything ZBrush has to offer at a glance. Now before we end this lesson, I want to quickly cover basic navigation of the viewport. To rotate, use left and or right click, or one or the other, to rotate around the model, making sure not to be clicking on the model itself. While rotating, hold shift to snap into closest orthographic viewpoint, like so. To pan, press and hold Alt while moving the pressed mouse button of your choice to pan around the model. And last but not least, to zoom, press and hold Alt, then click off of the model, drag to begin panning, and now add Control to start zooming. It's a little... yeah. Hey, you made it. This is the end of the lesson. Alright, so in the next lesson, we're going to go over some simple ZBrush concepts, so should be pretty juicy. Stick around. See ya.